Hey everybody, whoa, back to my girl, yeah. Yeah, good. Alright. This big dating. Alright. Okay. Remember him, CORY Big Heart. 75 for the shirt. Mark 25. Both. I'm gonna give a discount now. $90. Oh, because Christmas season coming up soon. Don't forget the site for the shirt. Alright. Please do check out Christian Filipina. You all you have to do after watching the video, check the comment section and click, and you'll find your bride with the Filipina. They're very unique women. They're not like American women. No. Because they really cared about who you are. It's not like American women. Here it's all spoiled and think you're a creep and all. You don't want that. Check them out. They'll love you for who you are, no matter what age. And many do want to have children. Perfect. That's for me. I want to have a child. I can have one of the Filipina. Why not you? Well, I have somebody. So, to do that for me, I need you to support me financially. It's right in the description. Well, you can pay me finance if you don't want to do Christian Filipina, but please do. Sign up for Christian Filipina. All right. All right. Now let's get to the program. When I was talking with my current girlfriend, and I check it out, oh, they changed things around a little bit on 13A, which is the marriage visa. Now you got to do the fingerprint, and you have to show up in court. That's new. Yeah. When you apply, you're not just going into the office to apply. You have to show up at court. They will give you the date and time for you to go to court. You have to explain to the judge that you truly love your Filipina. They know that you have more money than she does. But the law states she had to deport you if you're an American gentleman or Canadian or European, Australian, whatever country your gentleman is from. That's the new world now. And also fingerprinting. Make sure you're not a criminal. Looks like they're following the President of the United States, Donald Trump, way of immigration. The policy here getting threat. Though they're getting threat overseas as well. Doesn't mean any easier. No. Things will get a little harder nowadays. You could be easily rejected if you don't have that kind of money. When you first travel, you need to have money to deport. Depending on how long you're going to stay. Let's say the first month, no visa, but they want to see how much you have. That's the big difference. They'll tell you if you don't have enough, you have to cut your trip shorter. That's what they would say. So mark up on their computer, then you have to leave during the amount of time. I believe that's $2,000. The Philippines would say you have to have $2,000. Doesn't matter where. They focus on the major cities because at most time foreign men will stay in those cities. They don't want to go all the way out into the jungle where the bride's from. I had one ex with from a town, uh, the same side here. It's all jungle. And I noticed the town, tiny town. Like that, no, not again. That's how I felt. Because I need transportation. Now with my eyes, it makes it very difficult. I cannot drive. Some countries do not allow deaf people to drive. Japan, Jamaica, they don't allow deaf people. Doesn't matter if you can drive. They don't allow. Nope. That's why the deaf live together in Jamaica. All together. The two deaf communities. They have homes, they got everything. They have church, they have schools, they have business of their own. That's where they do that. They're in Jamaica. But the Philippines is spread all over for deaf people. But what I'm trying to say that you could be anywhere in the Philippines your bride's from. You have to make a decision. You want a city girl or country girl? We call them here country. I'm living out in the country. But they call it perverted. Perverted means countryside with all trees, jungle, all nature, no city. Maybe a couple of stores, couple of office, and couple of restaurants. That's the way those small villages are, hamlet style. So, with my ex, she said that we would be living there. But go to the doctor. I told her I have to go to the doctor every 3 months. You have to go all the way up to Dumagate. That means you got to drive up 30 minutes, then get on the ferry. It takes an hour. And hopefully the weather's fine. Not, you have to wait the next day. It doesn't sound very good. But if you're very healthy, good, go. But the better the health you are, the better you can live out in the poverty. But if you're a little less, stick with the setting. That's why $2,000. They will see that. Okay, that's $2,000. Let's divide that into 4 weeks. Out of $2,000, that's giving you $500 a week. That's a lot. That's because you got to stay at a hotel. Hotel expensive. That's what the Philippine government sees that. Sure, they're airing up. You can do that, but very limited. But it can be expensive. It's owned by American or European or Australian and Canadian. Okay? And then there's food. You have to consider about that. Transportation and airfare. That's why that money includes the airfare too. If you have to change. Sure, you can call the airline and you want to change your schedule. That's $50 fee to change. So that's why they say $2,000 a month. City's more expensive. You always will think, oh, no, it's cheaper. True, it's cheaper. But you're missing the point. Go ahead. Go in one of those major cities. You'll see how expensive it is. Just like here in the United States, the same principle. steady country. Okay. The Philippines, the United States. Manila, that's expensive. New York, New York City. The cost of living in New York is about 130 average. 100 means perfect. National average. But New York is 130. Expensive. Here out in the countryside, I think they did like about 83, 85. Not bad, cheap. My rent here is $250. But that's a lot. A lot. LOT for my trailer. The only one that's cheap. The other $300 or more. 300 in New Alton. It's right off on Whiskey Row. Anyway, in the Philippines, Providence is cheaper. I've been online for the last 5 years. I've kept tracking. They used to be cheap, but they've gone up. Get more and more going now and make the value go up. Like in Costa Rica, same thing. Oh yeah. Because in Playa Jaco, Costa Rica, now hamburger, and my pastor went on a mission trip after I spent 4 mission trips. Not San Jose, Playa Jaco. It means Jaco Beach, JACO. It used to be cheap. You had a camp and all that stuff. It made you wait when to that same campsite and everything. Now it's a hotel there. Bill high-rise hotel resort, the resort. And all the growth that's seen on the map, well, they grew a lot in 25 years. That was the last time I was there, 25 years ago. $25 hamburger. In Costa Rica, it went up. Well, same thing happening in the Philippines. If you live out in the Providence, it's $1,000 now, maybe $1,200, according to websites from the Philippines, like the tourism, immigration office. They all would say the same thing. So you have to think about that. Where you want to live, or you want to bring her here. It's going to be the same situation because your pay is higher. That's why things are more expensive than in the Philippines. It's going to be the exact same proportion, but maybe a little bit better here than over there because their pay is per day. That. Like maybe 500 pesos a day. What's that in American dollar? Let's say 55 pesos equal $1. That's $10 a day. They work 6 days a week. Let's say $60 a week. In America, minimum wage is $7, but many of them have gone to $10. So see, it's all proportioned the same. Makes no difference. But if you have a lot of money in the U.S., you're better off living in the Philippines. Because in the long run, you have a lot of money. Because you have your pension. You have your 401k, your investment in stock, Bitcoin, cybercurrency, bonds, whatever. You have those investments. you'll live okay in the Philippines. But people like me and SSI, two problem with that. If you have SSI or SSD, they'll cut you off if you get married. So if I'm gonna marry a Filipina, they'll cut me off. She won't have enough. Yeah, that's a problem. Second problem, you cannot stay more than 4 weeks out of the country if you're on SSI. SSD, it's 6 weeks. I remember that when I was researching all that stuff. A little different on different program with the American government on Social Security. But if you have good benefits from your employer, maybe you retire, they keep paying you all that after your retirement. The 401k and all the other investments you have done all your life. You're well off over there. So, this is why I was trying to say about when you want to marry somebody overseas, you have to have the money. It's not just her. They will ask her, do you have the money to support your spouse? I mean, the judge will ask your Filipina, you have the money? She'll say, no, I don't have the money. Deny. Your application denied. Will be stamped. Denied. Sorry. You have to go home. But there's that. Like I said, if you have a lot of money, you have to support her. Then she will show, oh, really? It means he supporting you monthly. Maybe $2,000 a month. You gotta pay her $2,000 a month. This means you need at least $4,000 a month that you're getting it in benefits and all that. If you have your own business, you want to expand, great. Start up a satellite office in the Philippines or a second headquarters. Manufacture stuff for the Asian market. Why not? You don't want to market for the U.S. because you're going to get tariff. The Trump tariff. So, do it for the Asian market. It'd be great. And you get the money. Because it's not just the money you're making from Filipinos. Other countries have more money. And they will buy your merchandise to serve it. Think Australia, Japan, they have more money. So, manufacturing in the Philippines, spread out all over. If you're planning on another country, same thing. You can do that. But before you do that, check the laws on business, regulation, taxes. Is it better than the U.S. or what? I heard Singapore is the best for business. Very, very, very low. Philippines, I heard someone said it was 15%. That was my ex working in a law firm. She knows everything. 15. That sounds like American income tax. But we're at 27. Standard. That's when you're making money, income. But business, It depends on what state. There's no business income tax here in South Carolina, Delaware, Texas, Florida. I think someone said Alabama, no tax. At least 10 states, I know that, but I counted 5. No business tax. So it's better off here. It's something you have to pay for and balance. Mary Hurt over there, you gotta go through all those stuff and take the risk. You could be denied. You don't have enough money. You need 4,000 or more. So you give her 2,000. She'll be at your employee. Give her allowance. Then she can show the judge, okay, you're sponsoring him. But really sponsoring you. I mean, that's what the judge would say to her. In the U.S., you need at least $25,000 to sponsor your fiancé with a K-1 visa in the United States. This means you need at least 25% of your income. At $25,000, that means you have to make $100,000 a year to bring your bride over. Top. I don't want to say how much I'm making. I'm not making any money on the video. Nothing. Zero. Absolutely nothing. And I am marking partner with Christian Filipina. Right now, I don't have anybody. I don't have any money. No commission. Yeah. Zero. I'm about $11,000 a year below poverty. So I ran over time. So I hope you understand about new update in the Philippines. Always update, research, make note in your notebook that I showed you the other day. I thought it was the black one. It's the white one. This is my notebook. All about the trip to the Philippines. I have to update there. I'm going to work on that tonight. So, you should too. Get a 3-ring binder. Get clear plastic sleeve and white copy paper. Get lined paper. You can with I prefer it with copy paper. Make it easier. I'm making note. So, there you have it. Any questions, please comment. Or anything you need to ask more deeply, ask Christian Filipina or Filipino Vita. They'll help you with more questions. Thank you for watching. God bless.